Welcome back. Welcome back to the Goku Report. And this is a new survival vlog. This is for another survival kit. This one is exclusively medical use. Enjoy the music in the background. The save music from Resident Evil Code Veronica. But with that said, one thing I do like is these pretty good quality, I think, actual, of course, symbols and stuff. A survival kit, zippers, I think is quite nice. Sorry about that, froze it to get this and zip the lights here. First up comes in this, I think, pretty nice carrying material bag. This part's not bad. First up, you can see, got at least a good thing. Different small pouches and everything holding each piece. First up, you get in this kit, of course, an instant cold compress, which is great if you end up injuring or really hurting, say, your shoulder, head, or something. It's really good, quick thing to help relieve pain. And I consider this a must for either any first aid kit or at least a halfway decent survival kit. This is definitely a must-have, especially if you're, say, camping or out in the wild, though I would recommend if you're not. I think people should have at least a first aid kit or at least a small survival kit in their vehicle, or at the very least have like a little small mini one made like I keep on me at all times in a backpack. I believe in always being better safe than sorry is my motto. But first item. Also, you get in this, they're one of these papers where you can write basic info like doctor and everything. That's actually really good to have, in all honesty. Next we have in here, you get 3 really large gauze pads, which are good for if it's a decent size, like gash, or a really deep cut or something. That way, able to absorb, obviously, more blood. You definitely want to have things like this. It's very smart for safety. Take the back. Actually, in total in this, you get actually 4 of these. That's not bad at all. 4x4 size-wise. Also, you get one of these pads, which is larger than any of the air super I've seen and any of these smaller kits. As you see, a 5x9, that's actually really good. Yes, you only get one of them, but still, that is good for a worst case scenario. At least you get a variety of sizes. Then you even get a few smaller size gauze pads. That's actually really good. And next, surprisingly, besides getting a total of like 4 of the 2x2s, it also even includes a emergency blanket, which is actually good if you're in like really cold, like in the winter or something. Put this over, though it's better in the sunlight stuff, but it will help keep heat inwards and help keep you warmer in a colder climate. This is definitely good to have, especially in colder weather. So far that's what you get. Stuff which is good for definitely some issues. Also included is 1 pair of vinyl gloves. So that's good. Also, you want to have at least some basic PPE just in case. Now also in here, you have a bunch of antibacterial wipes, which is good. Looks like total 7. 9 So yeah, you get quite a few actually of the wipes, but you also get about 12 alcohol prep pads. That's actually really good as well for cuts, scrapes, anything at all. And you get a small package as well of 10 Q-tips, which is actually really good to have to put on maybe like ointment or something on a cut. Also comes with a small package of these special band-aids, which basically these you put on if you have like blisters on your feet, which is why it has like very soft material cushion you can put over top the blister. That is actually really good to have, especially if you're camping or hiking. Definitely come in handy. Also included, got 4 of these, which helps in some situations spread on like a gel or something to help with cuts. Also, get a pair of tweezers, which is actually pretty good items to get, especially if you want to get out like some, whether it be a bee sting or many other things to pull out. That's good. Also, you get a small thing of safety pins, which is actually really good for certain situations as well. Move some of this to the side to make a little more space. Also get a small thing wrapped, luckily protective, of medical tape. That's really good in order to keep things like the gauze pads where they need to be. Also, you get a package of this wound gel, which is actually really good to put over bad cuts. As you see here, you can use it for minor cuts, as well as things like 1st and 2nd degree burns, sunburn, skin irritation. So actually this is good for multiple different purposes. And if, like I said, if you don't want to get it on your hands, you can use something like this and smear it on. So that's actually really good. And given the fact it can be used for like burns and stuff, that's actually very useful. Also, this pack includes surprisingly about 6 of the special sting relief pads. Basically, you put it over top. Say you get like a basic bee sting or something, just put one of these over top and it'll help relieve the sting pain. I tried these back several years ago, one time getting stung by a hornet. I will tell you, these are very useful to have. Trust me, speaking from experience, it's not fun getting stung by a wasp, hornet, or anything, but these will definitely help greatly with relief of pain. I recommend, if you're going to have a first aid kit, say you get and doesn't have these, I recommend getting a small survival kit, or if you're building your own survival kit or anything, make sure you get some sting relief wipes. They are definitely a must-have for outdoors. Now for the last bit of stuff in the survival kit. Okay, try to get everything out at one time. And there, that's everything left. First up, we have, of course, multiple different types of band-aids, obviously, which are, obviously, you can't really call survival kit or first aid without a variety of different types of bandages. Like I've said before, these butterfly ones are very useful. So you get in total like 4 different sized basic normal stuff. You get a few larger ones, which are good for bigger cuts. You get a few things of, course, ointment, which are very useful to have for cuts. especially if they end up even a little bit deep. You're definitely going to want these to help with things, as well as the fact, along with the ointment, you get also packages of burn cream, which, like, it indicates you can use on things like sunburn, as well as like regular small burns, maybe from like fireworks or something of that kind. They are definitely very useful. And until you get like 3 of the burn cream, you also get like 4. Then, say you get a really bad splint or something, even comes with a special splinter remover, which is very useful. And like it says, it's even sterilized. Also, interestingly enough, included in this 2 packages of actually lip balm, which is interesting to have in a survival kit, but okay, I guess in case it's really cold out. Also, you have this small little packages of insect protection cream, which is actually very useful. Definitely out if you don't want to get mosquito bites or anything. This is definitely good. Especially good if you have some like long sleeve shirts, long pants and stuff, which is better to have outside. Less visible skin for bug bites. And that way you won't have to use as much cream to repel. But I would say in a survival kit, or a first aid kit really, especially at least a small outdoor survival kit, you want to have things like bug repellent and keep many things in. But probably one of the big important items here is the last is this actually, which is very unique. You only get one, but it's actually a large towelette. And like it says there, it actually is designed to clean, as it says right on here, oils of like poisonous plants, which it states that you can use this to remove like the oil on the spot skin. If you got some and started to feel irritation, you can use this right over the spot and basically remove and prevent the poison oil from the plants, like whether it be from poison ivy, poison oak, or poison sumac. Very useful at speaking years back, being around woods and stuff and catching poison ivy and oak quite a bit. Count myself lucky I never got poison sumac, because sumac is drastically worse. But with that said, this is what in total you get in one of these survival kits, which you can find in pretty much any normal retailer. You can find this easily at Walmart's sporting goods department, in the camping area. On average, this runs around like $20 to $21. I think given it is a pretty nice big size, and I do like the carrying thing, and the zippers are good quality. And what you get in this for the price, I think is very reasonable and worth the money. Between the cold pad, the variety of different types of gauze pads, and a much larger one, good. Plus having a thing of gloves, having this to spread stuff, also having tweezers, as well as con tips, as well as especially having these pads that you can put over top of blisters, very good. And in fact, it also includes a emergency blanket, is quite good, as well as quite a few band-aids in total. You get medical tape is good, plus also getting, of course, antibacterial towelette wipes, as well as alcohol pads, sting relief pads. Having 6 of them is a big deal. This gel for like first and second degree burns is really good thing to have in this. The insect protection, as well as the burn cream, and I would say definitely this is one of the big star items in this that you don't find a lot of smaller survival kits. Be able to prevent spread of poison ivy or sumac, very good. But all in all, I think this is definitely more than worth the price range if you're into. Now right now I'm working on a building my own personal like giant survival kit, which I will be doing in a future survival vlog. But stay safe, and I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel.